Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee, and it's the better half, me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance.
Producer has final word.
Welcome to my show. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. Let's see, and everybody had a lot of people had a shorter week. Well, this is going to be our full week back, so let's see how it's going to go for everybody. Today, mixing it up a little bit, and I'm using the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Let's see what Ganesha has in store for us. Of course, it's number one in the deck. It's beginnings. All right. Hey, and it's short. At the start of every endeavor, you will find Ganesha. This is an indication of new energy on the horizon that brings open-hearted opportunities. Pay attention to where you are going. A new beginning can sometimes have a deeper spiritual significance, encouraging a different consideration or a fresh approach to how you connect with your inner guidance. With awareness comes understanding. Excuse me. One benefit of this new start may be the opportunity to stay true to your own path and guidance. Release the need to try to bring others into your vision. Trust yourself and be willing to do the work needed at this time. Your inspiration is positive. Creativity, finances, and love are flowing just before you. Ask Ganesha to assist you with the new energy and opportunities ahead for you. Well, we must always begin at the beginning, no? And in this case, Ganesha is signaling success, particularly if you get started yourself. You know what you need to do. You just need to put some work into it. And maybe there will come a time where you will, it'll be better for you to invite others into, the project if it's necessary. And maybe this is something that will just pay off for you and you alone. So everybody, good luck with that energy. Move on from the card for the collective to our elemental signs of the Zodiac. All right. So, hey, this reading is good from September 11th through September 17th. The moon will be traveling from Pisces, Aries into Gemini by week's end. And that's it. That's all, except Mercury's still retrograde. Oh well. Gotta roll with it, people. We've gotta roll through it. All right. Hey, air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's see if you get to throw caution to the wind this week. Or not. All right, air signs, let's see what we have for you. Well, of course I said throw caution to the wind, so of course you'd get the Fool. The Fool upright. That is just, I must be psychic. So the Fool upright indicates, hey, maybe this is a week to throw caution to the wind, to take that leap of faith off the ledge and do something radical, do something different, to set off on a new adventure where the outcome is not assured. You know, you just take a risk, you just take a gamble and hope the universe has your back. So whether you're applying for work, whether you're trying to get a proposal accepted, whatever it is you want to do, approach a boss with an idea, great idea you have for some changes at the workplace, go for it. Take that chance, air signs. So how best can you prepare for that focus? All right. We got the King of Cups reversed here. I think the best way you can prepare for this focus is to, make sure that, oh my goodness, you kind of stay out of dramas, try not to cause any dramas, and make sure your emotions are balanced enough. If you're going to take this chance and this risk, you've got to be together on this. You've got to be all together mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, especially emotionally. So the best way you can prepare for this focus is to make sure that you are balanced emotionally and you are sure that you are all in, that this feels good to you. All right. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed here. I almost wonder if people are going to really buy into this. They may feel that, why are we taking a risk at this time? Maybe we have what we need right now. We really don't need to take this on. Or maybe they are worried of losing some of what has already been gained on this. So, if this project or goal or whatever it is you're working on, whatever goal or dream you have involves other people, you're going to have to buy them in on this, and you're going to have to make sure they're willing to output to you. If you need money and if you need cash to pull this off, you're going to have to do a good sell job to, get everybody on board with this, I think. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, air signs, it looked like a good beginning, didn't it? But now we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is reversed. So it looks as though there might be some bad news. There might be some delays. There might be some disappointing news. You may have to go back to the drawing board or maybe scrap the risk for a time. But you certainly are all in the beginning here. You really want to focus on doing something out of the box, something new, something exciting, something that seems adventurous, and you really are ready to take a risk and a chance on this. But, possibly, maybe this is that you are allowing your emotions to get the better of you here. Maybe you're not looking at this logically enough, because others, they really aren't sure that this is the way they want to go. They aren't sure that this is a good idea, that this would be a good investment. You may have trouble getting financial backing if you need it, or support from, those around you. And ultimately, that could lead to some bad news by week's end, some disappointment, some delays or setbacks, possibly even scrapping it completely, guys. I'm sorry, air signs, but that's what I have for you for the week ahead. Good luck with that. Maybe you can turn this ship around. Just realize you're going to have to be on your A game in order to do so. Hey, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Oh, my. My cards aren't cooperating. I have to give it another couple shuffles. Let's see what's cooking, fire signs. All right, your focus for the week ahead is the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is reversed here. Fire signs, fire signs. This is, well, it's not unlike you to be ill-prepared because sometimes we just like to jump into things, don't we? But, this is showing here that maybe you're just tired of fighting the same battles over and over again. Maybe you're tired of certain financial struggles, business disappointments, and you're kind of almost ready to throw in the towel on something. Whether you want to quit a job that's not paying off, whether you want to give up on a course of study you've suddenly lost interest in, or you feel it's too complicated and hard and you're ready to give up struggling with it. It could be a number of things here. It's something that really is worn you down, worn down your spirit. It's like you've lost your sense of, wanting to fight for what you stand for. Okay, so how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, we got the Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles is reversed. Well, the best way you can prepare for that focus is to really rely on yourself, and be self-sufficient. Find ways to make yourself self-sufficient here. And I would say that if this is not paying off for you anymore, it may be time to abandon it so that you can recoup some of your financial losses. Because right here, it looks as though there's not been a lot of financial support for your project goals. Whether you've lost customers, business partners, financial backers, this just seems scholarships have gone by the wayside. It just seems like you don't have the resources to carry on this battle. So you have to find a way to do that. What about people this week? A cooperation or conflict? Well, there's the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is upright. I almost think here that others around you could offer you some objective perspective, a fresh perspective on what's wrong. Maybe it's time to take a step back and listen to what others have to say. They might be able to guide you and tell you, well, maybe you're right, it is a losing proposition, or maybe help you find ways to make it work. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week? Hey, fire signs, you've got the King of Wands reversed. I think by week's end, this is just going to be very, very frustrating for you. You're going to be kind of upset about the way things have gone. I feel that you might really, truly abandon whatever it is that has not been working out for you, that's been taking all this toll and stress. Be aware, though, that the King of Wands could indicate that you might act too aggressively or too fast, too carelessly is the word that I wanted to say, so that, you may not be able to gracefully exit this, or it might be a bad decision. So really try to stabilize yourself. I really think that's the key here. Let's look at this again and try to make sense of it. It does make sense because clearly here, something is not working. Something is draining you, draining your resources, draining you physically, mentally, emotionally. Your spirit has sunk to lows. Is it the stock market? Is it some investments that are failing? Is it some business venture that's failing? Are you losing customers? Something is seriously wrong and you're ready to give up the fight. Others around you are, your focus should really be on shoring up your finances in whatever way you can. And if that means abandoning this project, then maybe it does. Maybe it means moving on and trying to recoup your losses. Others around you, look to them for fresh perspective and ideas on what you need to do going forward. But by week's end, it definitely shows some setbacks here, some inability to act in a I want to say in an adult manner about it. You know, you're going to be upset. You're going to want to just quit on the spot if it's a job that's not working out, if it's a business. It just seems as though you have already maybe made your mind up, you know, despite what others might tell you. And actually, when it comes down to it, they may be in agreement with you. So it's what it looks like this week, fire signs. Good luck with that. Hey, water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's hope you're not washed up this week, that the readings have not been very positive here so far. More. All right. Your focus for the week ahead, water. Here's the Justice card. The Justice card is reversed. Oh boy. Some inequities in the workplace, perhaps. For example, in Michigan, there's a strike going on at a major university, and faculty wants parity with, not just a wage increase, but to ensure that their health benefits don't go up. It's a major university, so you might be going through that, a fight for justice, a fight for, benefits, a fight for fairness in the workplace. Perhaps even there's some mediation going on, between management and employees or an employee. This could also be an HR issue for those of you working in HR or for an employee who's maybe dealing with HR departments right now. So you just want fairness, and it's hard to come by. It seems as though it's hard to come by. There's definitely something wrong, and you are looking for a way to right the injustice. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, there we go, the Knight of Cups. A lot of emotion this week. I see we're getting a lot of the cup cards reversed here in the court. And so I feel here in this position, it's saying basically by not getting all hot under the collar, by trying to approach things in a more logical manner, not allowing emotions to take sway over logic, and, stating your case in an effective way, communicating it, not out of anger, but out of righteousness. What about people this week? Speaking of cup court cards, will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, you got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is right here. I almost wonder if there's somebody new or somebody from the outside who might come in with a fresh ideas and ways to mediate or mitigate this situation. To me, that's what it seems like, because it's a page. It's got that new quality about it. Could be a beginning. So I really think, and it's emotional, so I really think this is somebody who's trying to smooth things over and who might be able to apply some fresh creative approach to solving this dilemma. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement for you water signs? Man, does everybody have an unhappy ending so far? We have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is reversed. Well, as much as you want to try, I have to say that the cards right now are saying that this could be one of those no-win situations. It could, when it comes down to it, though, when I see this card as the resolution, it may mean that, as you work to negotiate, neither side gets exactly what they want. So they don't come away feeling like they won, but they do come away with something. I almost wonder if it's a situation like that. Other than that, it looks as though things could break down and nobody wins. All right, so let's take a look here. Definitely some injustices, inequities. You're dealing with water signs, and hey, I didn't take my water, and you know what? I've got a frog in my throat. I'm sure Mr. O can put a frog on the screen here. Anyway, so basically, there's some injustice that needs to be worked out. There's no sense, there will be no benefit if you get hot under the collar, let your emotions get the better of you, and you get argumentative with people. You have to be willing to negotiate or find parity or common ground here, or state your case in such a way that you can actually win it. People around you, if you get an outside opinion, maybe an outside negotiator, somebody unbiased who might be able to help you, a conflict resolution person, if it is about a conflict, they may bring in fresh ideas and fresh perspectives, which may benefit, both sides here. Ultimately, though, it looks as though nobody wins in this situation, or you both go away really unsatisfied with what comes out of the negotiations. Yeah, I don't like that. Good luck with that, water signs. Hey, let's go to plan B. How about we all take a vacation next week? What do you say, earth signs? Is it trying to reconnect with the earth? Get out there and hike in the woods, maybe? Because, oh boy, everybody's not been having a good week so far. So, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, this reading's for you for the week ahead. All right, earth signs, here we go. Well, your focus for the week ahead is not really focused. It's the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is reversed. Oh, man. So basically, earth signs, I guess you don't want to go to work this week. Maybe you've seen the writing on the wall with all these other readings and are like saying, hey, I want no part of that. It looks as though maybe some of the things you do are being underappreciated, or maybe you just aren't working effectively enough right now. You feel a lack of motivation, uninspired to really get the job done. Maybe some of the mundane tasks that you have before you are starting to get to you, and so you just aren't in. You just aren't into it this week so far. Try to shake up the energy a little bit. If you've got some routine task, repetitive task, excuse me, a repetitive task that you're doing over and over and it's getting monotonous, break it up, do something else, insert something in between, some little things that you have to catch up on your email, whatever the case may be. Do something different. How best can you prepare for that focus? Look at that. The High Priestess is reversed here. Well, focus on being more logical, focus on being more grounded, focus on being not trusting your gut, not trusting your intuition this week on anything you're doing. I think that the High Priestess reversed here is saying that this is a time where your logical brain should rule over, the intuitive side of you. So really, it is time to focus on more mundane stuff. This is where you seem to be having the problem and issue anyway, because it's going to cloud other aspects of your life as well. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Just keeps getting better, doesn't it? The Ace of Cups reversed. Oh, man. So the Ace of Cups reversed is telling me that people are not feeling the happy joy this week. You know, everybody seems to be in kind of a funk here. And so it's hard to get everybody, it's hard to inspire others and to make other people happy if you yourself are not feeling it. So it's rubbing off, or it's between all of you right now. You're just not feeling the flow this week. Well, but good for you. A repeat card, and it's actually upright this time, though. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? You have the King of Wands here. You know what? After all is said and done, by week's end, I think finally, you're kind of pulling it together again, and you just realize all of this chaos that's afoot, and you start to take the helm. This is a time for you, by week's end, to try to pull everybody back together again, to encourage them, to bring back the enthusiasm, to lead by example. And I think by week's end, at least your head is going to clear, if not everybody else's. So let's take a look at this. Well, I guess by default, Earth signs, you really win the week because you're the only one who had a positive ending of sorts. But it's not going to be easy getting there. You're very uninspired. You're very non-motivated. It just seems as though you're, especially if you're new on a job, you're not catching on to things like you should. It just seems like this is a hard week to focus, especially on your mundane, everyday, routine tasks. And even here, everything is cloudy. You don't feel it inside. Your gut is kind of churning, and not in a good way, not in that intuitive way. And you really need to focus more on the intellectual side, the analytical side of your brain to really get back into the swing of things here. Others around you are picking up on that energy, they're not happy, they don't feel enthusiastic, they don't feel the joy in their work this week. So ultimately, by week's end, somebody's got to do it, Earth signs. You pick up the reins, you show a little bit of leadership here, and you lead the way to trying to bring back some of that cohesion, some of that enthusiasm, and some of that motivation and drive you need in order to succeed. That's what I have for you, Earth signs, for the week ahead. Good luck with that. Wow, guys, I'm retired, so I don't envy you guys. Hang in there this week. You'll get through. Maybe it's just, Mercury retrograde. Let's not forget that elephant in the room. It's making us all feel just a little bit gloom and doom. Plus, I've been reminded that I believe it's 5 planets are retrograde right now. So that is an issue as well, I'm sure. So hey everybody, just want to remind you to watch Mr. O shows. His Goth Tarot's on every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe you can delve into more of the shadow issues that might be affecting your work performance or your financial performance in this week ahead. And then, of course, on Friday, he has his emotional exchanges, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our emotions are playing a big role in what's happening to a lot of us this week. So check out his show every Friday to get the scoop on that. And happy hour is here for you Saturday. After a rough week, like the one I am proposing for the week ahead here for everybody, why not come to happy hour and get a single card positive message from Spirit? 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday morning. And that's what I have for everybody this week. I want you to take care, have strength, you'll get through this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.